Phil Curry with an interesting piece yesterday. Treasurer Anthony Albanese quietly implementing a shift in budget strategy, allowing him to free up funds for election priorities. Does this set the scene for an early election?
Oh, no, Pete. I mean, this is part of the usual processes of government. You always try and work out what are your priorities and how can you afford to fund them and how can you sequence them. And so from time to time, we make decisions collectively, or the Prime Minister communicates those decisions to colleagues about how we prioritise and sequence our commitments. It's not especially unusual. It happens to be the third year of a 3-year parliamentary term, but really at every point, we've tried to be as responsible as we can. We've tried to get the budget in much better shape, turning those big Liberal deficits into Labor surpluses, funding our priorities in the most responsible way, and this is part of that effort.
OK, just a final one here before you go. The Coalition with a plan for divestiture. You've got a thought on that this morning?
Well, this is the same kind of shambles as we saw with their nuclear policy and their migration policy. You know, the common features here are Peter Dutton always goes for the most divisive option. It divides his party, and then he can't explain the most basic details. You know, one of the reasons why the last 3 big reviews of competition policy and the last review of the Food and Grocery Code quite recently was reluctant to go down this path because of the possible unintended consequences. You know, forcing supermarkets to sell. I mean, do they sell to another big rival? Does it mean the closure of stores? Does it mean less choice and therefore less competition in local communities? These are the sorts of details that they're unable to provide, and that's what makes them a risky and dicey proposition, particularly on the economy.
We'll leave it there, Treasurer. Appreciate your time as always, though. Thank you.